My name is Linda Lynch, and I'm president of KI Technology Group in East Lansing, Michigan. We first purchased Robin's materials in September of 2004, but probably like many of you, we set it on the shelf and didn't really implement any of the great materials that are provided in her toolkit. In April of 2007, we brought on a salesperson, and at that time we increased our level of participation with Robin and started sending her newsletter. We still weren't really using any of the campaigns. We were just sending the newsletter, sending the postcard. Since that time, we've increased our monthly recurring revenue by $7,700, and that's in spite of losing a big client whose revenue has been gradually decreasing and has dropped $4,000 since February of 2008. When Robin first announced the Producers Club, I'll have to admit that the extra money it was going to cost seemed a bit daunting. And in fact, I'm a co-owner of this business, so I took the information to my partner, who was dismayed, shall we say, at the fact that we were going to have to pay so much more to continue getting Robin's newsletter. But I recognize that perhaps the biggest value in becoming one of Robin's producers was the opportunity to be in Nashville with Robin and a group of my peers every 3 months. That's huge. And I did attend the meeting in August, and I've made some really good new friends, people that I didn't know before as a result of that meeting. In fact, 4 of us have grouped together, and we've created a little peer group, and we are going to be holding regular conference calls of this smaller group and sharing ideas and our progress. Now, the biggest benefit of that is that that's not going to allow me to wait until mid-October and then say, oh my gosh, I'm going back to Nashville in a few weeks and I have to be able to show Robin and the rest of the group that I've done something since August. I'm going to be held accountable in bi-weekly intervals. So that's going to be great. I think I've already said why you should join and why how I can justify the cost. Yes, it costs more money, but I'm going to be much more motivated than I've been in the past to actually implement programs, show results, and make this business something that's not just squeaking by, but something that's extremely profitable for me, for my business partner, and ultimately for my employees as well. As Robin's first Producers Club meeting drew close, and as a result of being at her boot camp, I felt, and also because of our financial situation, losing this big client, I really felt that I needed to implement at least one thing that could increase our monthly revenue. So the idea I came back from the boot camp with was to have a lunch and learn seminar to promote our backup and disaster recovery offering, which is Zenith's backup NAS that some of you may be familiar with. So based on some work that Robin had done with MJ Shore, I put together a PowerPoint presentation that was a little more than an hour long, not counting the time I spent interacting with the attendees prior to the actual launch of my presentation. And I really worked hard on patterning my presentation after Robin's presentation, which I know you all have heard or you wouldn't be watching this. If Robin can sell 65% from the front of the room, I should be able to do that too. So I put together the campaign, promoted it through emails. I had about 13 people attend, and out of that, if you eliminate duplicates and people who were not really prospects, I had 7 prospects in the room, and I managed to get 3 contracts. I was really, really pleased with that for a first attempt, and I'm excited about moving forward with that, presenting that to more people, and getting even more contracts.